Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Northside Plow with Pop One Podcast. I am here with one of our members, Devin Schlink. He went number 3 today at the regionals at Vans Comics and Card Shop in Ridgeland, Mississippi. He is a very big asset of our team, and I'm glad to say that he came back with the top 8, and not only top 8, top 3. So he went pretty nuts today, and he's going to show us his deck profile along with all the stuff that he got today and he brought back home. So what's up, Devin? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. I went in there a little nervous. I've been playing the deck for a while, but that was when Predaplant was a thing. So I built the deck the other night right before locals. I was like, okay, this Predaplant, the way I'm running it, ain't gonna work. So I put a deck together in like 10 minutes on Dueling Book, built it in real life, had some guys at locals give me the cards, play tested at locals, won locals, and I was like, all right, this is what I'm running with. So
cool, man. Let's see what you got, man. Let's see what happened today.
All right, yeah. So I also went undefeated, but it was 2 draws. Had some good games. I drew against Danny. He wiped the floor with me from game 1. Game 2 just came down to time, skill drains, cosmics, you know. Ended up a lower life. And then final round, shout out to Team APS. We faced in the finals. Luckily he didn't see a plant monster because of what he was playing, and he would have gained life. So I got a little lucky there, went into time, and those are my 2 draws. So I couldn't seal the deal, but I got third, so I'm happy with it. And so I played Eldlich. I didn't play the 60 card variant. Played more, I guess, the combo. Starting off 2 Golden Boys. I'm running a smaller deck count. There's only 43 cards, so I just played the 2 Golden Boys. It definitely comes up with the 3, but I just didn't want to see 2 in hand, not have enough discard fodder. I don't play the spell and stuff to bring it back, so I just played 2, which was fine. I played a smaller package, and I liked it. I saw it when I needed it. 3 Aliber. This was a last minute addition. Normal summoning this and getting Brand of Fusion is good. And then I found out it had a Grave Effect too, and that's also good, especially just for bodies. So that was really strong. It's always an Ash bait, depending, or they'll save it for the branded, but it's just a body on board, and just another way to get to that Brand of Fusion because it's so powerful. The 2 Fallen. This is what you send. Also kind of a super poly in a sense. So that's great. Summon this, discard one of your traps. They're gonna do something because they're losing their field. And then yeah, usually just you send it, make your fusions. Next, I still play Lord. I know most people aren't main decking the Harpies and back row removal and stuff like that, but it still triggers when they flip their spells or traps, or I flip mine. And it's a 3K, and I'll set Pot of Extravagance or Brand of Fusion. So that's a powerhouse card is coming next turn. So like it's a guarantee you either better hit that or deal with this 3K body, which runs over the mirror with 28 defensive Golden Boy. And I've got a powerhouse spell where I can either draw or Brand of Fusion, get my next Golden Boy, make a 35, etc. So it was very powerful. It can definitely sometimes be a break if you don't run enough traps, but usually always at least see 1. So it was good, and the body's great. It's also a level 10, so it's the same level as Golden Boy. So that comes up, and I'll show you in the extra deck. Next, I play hand traps, so I play a very small engine. I just play what I think is just super powerful. So I run 3 Ash. This was great. Like, I was never really mad to see Ash, especially like I opened 2 and it was still great. Like I can't summon it like I used to be able to and make a Predaplant, like when I had bodies and stuff like that, but I hit Prod of Prosperity, I was hitting their Branded Fusions, just those powerhouse cards, and I could Ash it. So I was glad I had an answer because it just always comes up. Someone's going to add something to hand and it comes up. Next, a little weird. I saw this online. I really like the idea. It was 2 Bell and 1 Crow.
Okay.
So I didn't want to completely max out on Bell because the main thing this was for was branded in red. But if I don't go up against Despia, which, spoiler, I didn't go up against Despia all day. It's not as live, but it is live in the mirror match, especially hitting the Sanguines and the Golden Boys and stuff like that, but also having the DD Crow to banish that Golden Boy, putting them on 1. I Mirror Jade their last one if they're only playing the 2 Golden Boy version. So So it was nice having DD Crow. There's a lot of times where I face Salad, I know they have a spinny engrave and stuff like that. I can hit that. They don't get their recursion. Like, there's a lot of things in the grave. Like, that's how people play now. So this was good. I like the 1 DD Crow. There were some matches where it was just felt a little dead for at least a long time, but I like that I had it. So
cool.
I don't know if I'll play more. It was a good one of, but it was really strong. So we'll see. Next on to the spells. 3 Cursed Eldlich. This is the most powerful card.
Yeah.
This is so busted. Either you're gonna Ash this and you're bad, or because that's gonna make my Branded live, my Alibur live, my Pot live, etc. Or you're not gonna Ash it, and like this just breaks board. Like my favorite thing to do is against Sword Soul. They'll sit on like a Shishao, Blackout, and a Barone. I'll play this. I'll add. They're not gonna negate. Pitch the Golden Boy. Automatic force the Barone. Summon the Golden Boy. That's a 35. Run over the Shishao. You can't Blackout me, and like you're just sitting on a Barone. I set the conch, pop it. Your whole board's cleared basically off 1 card.
Let's go.
This card is so good and so free. Also searches the Golden Land, which we'll get into my relationship with that card. Up next, we got 3 Branded Fusion. It's busted. This is like the most Fusion Destiny, like 2.0 in a sense.
Yeah.
You're not even, like, they're not even bricks. The bodies aren't even, like, we agreed Celestia and Dasher weren't bricks. The boys you send off this aren't bricks.
Right.
This card's just, it's nutty. If you playing a deck that can play it, play it. Last spells, 3 pots. This was phenomenal. Same thing, boy, Danny, who got first. I don't, 1, pour Pot of Prosperity, and 2, like, you just want to see cards, and they're not going to Ash it because they're more worried about the Branded Fusion. But when you don't Ash this, I'm getting a Haquero, I'm getting a Skill Drain, I'm getting a Heavenly, like, which is going to lead to a Branded anyway. Like, I'm just getting, just that +1 is so powerful. So I didn't want it to be a Prosperity. Like, sometimes I kind of wanted something, but having 2 cards, either it's 2 traps, 2, you know, whatever, it was always good. Except every single time I played it today, or sorry, 3 times, they banished all 3 of my targets. 3 Mirror Jades, another match 3 Albions, and another match 3 Mirror Jades. So I have really bad luck. But still won those games, for the most part. On to the trap lineup. Triple Sanguine. Sanguine, special. Dodge, you know, they go for the DD Crows, whatever, you chain this. Bring out Golden Boy. Up next, I play 2 and 2. I wanted to bump up to 3 Haquero. I think it's better right now. Just like the DD Crow logic, I think Haquero is really strong right now with all their grave effects. That this is really powerful, because it used to be 3 this, 2 this, but I cut down on both the engines. I definitely think I should have bumped it up 1, but I wanted to keep my deck much smaller because I wanted to see the pot, the Branded, the Skill Drains. I kind of wanted to, because I'm not playing as many Floodgates, I wanted to see those hopefully more. So I played a smaller engine. I think it needs to get a little bigger, but same thing of like, once you see one, you see all. So like, you know, they'll just loop into each other. So sometimes I didn't want to open a ton of them. But I think Haquero definitely needs to be a 3 of, for sure. There's a lot of times where I wanted that graveyard banish. Up next, Golden Land Forever. I've got a love-hate, well, more of a hate-hate with this, to be honest.
Yeah.
I kept opening it, and this is the one card you just don't really want to open for the most part. The way I'm running my deck of such a small engine that it takes me too long to get the Golden Boy on field to make this live, and I just kept opening it, and it's essentially kind of dead if I didn't have the Golden Boy in hand. And then when I did have it, I was already pretty far ahead, where I just had the Golden Boy, had this, but it saved me about twice, and I was definitely glad to have it. It's just when I saw it I didn't like, and how I saw it and wasn't getting my engine fast enough is why I didn't like it as much. I'm not sure if I'll keep it. It is a great one of, so I might bump the count, hopefully not see it as much and get to just search it. Next, another hand trap per se, Imperm. This was decent. I honestly don't remember seeing it too much today. I remember seeing it about twice, and it was nice. There was actually one time I was under their can and I set it in that column, so that got to turn it off so that I could play. So that effect definitely comes up, and I had another instance where it came up in my Flunder matchup where I had evenly and I played this, stopped their turn, then evenly them, and so it was nice to have that. Or he would have just apexed Avion and I wouldn't have been able to do it. I probably would have lost. So I like it, and it's a go first, go second, so it's always good. Like, it's just versatile, and it's a trap, so it works with the Golden Boy. Next, 3 Torrential. I was trying this out. I didn't know how powerful it would be in this meta right now, and just what it would do. Several times I opened 2 of. The one time I opened 2 of, I lost, and the other time I won. So I was against Brandon Try. I had 2 of them. He goes Caress, I Torrential, and then he goes Normal Summon, I Torrential, and that's game from there. You couldn't, you know, extend any further than that. So it helped me out there. Those are, I think, the only 2 times I saw it. I was kind of glad to have it. The board clear is definitely nice, so we'll see. Next, Floodgates, 3 Skill Drain.
Skill Drain of 3, baby.
They should have never brought this back. They hate me. I mean, you know, it's like the mine. Like, they just hate me. Not as good as it, but I mean, you flip this and yeah, their demeanor changes. They're not so friendly once you flip a skill drain. And then you out your own, do your combos, or just put big bodies on board. There's a lot of decks that just can't handle that. They're so monster reliant now that they can't really do much about it. I didn't see much Brave out there either, so they weren't being able to Draco back bounce it. That deck, Brave was kind of dying off a little bit, so this was just super strong. And the last card, IDP, Ice Dragon's Prison. This overperformed. I love this card.
Really?
This was phenomenal. I was facing Salad, all Cyburst, banish 2. You're in the mirror match, they start rolling 2 Golden Boys, banish 2. And then, like, I would just take it. He activated the spell one to target the one in grave. I stole it, and I was like, thanks for it. Like, yeah. Now I've got a free Golden Boy. Even if I don't do the banish, I've got bodies. Like, it's free. Either taking the monster that they need, like I said, with those grave effects, or banishing 2 cards is just, it's insane. Like, I love this card today. I was super happy I played it. This came up every time I saw it. It was live, because, I mean, like, Monster Reborning or, you know, whatever on their turn is never not live.
Right.
And that's it for the main. It was 43 cards.
Well, cool, man. Well, let's see what you got on that extra.
Alright. So I played 2 Link Spider. Playing pot, so wanted to have an extra. It comes up. There's just situations where they won't clear your trap on board and you don't have the Golden Boy and you need to get it engraved. So played 2 of those. It's nice. I think I summoned it maybe once, maybe twice, but I like having the utility. Next, I played Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon. That's where your tins come in.
Okay.
This steals games. I was going into time and he was making a wall full of boards, and I was just like, okay, IDP, steal your Golden Boy, summon my Golden Boy, overlay 2k, you're at 1300.
Very nice.
Never summoned this, but I like it in theory. A 6k attack all your monsters, so why not? Just to give you that, like, that push, and they don't see it coming. You hit them with this for 2, and then you make a 6k that's swinging 2 to 3 times. Like, they do not expect that, and right. Like, they're not putting their monsters in defense. They're not worried about Lightning Storm, you know, like game 1 and whatnot, and it'll steal a game. So, and if it got banished, I already got banished, you know, like, just play regular. Next, Super Poly targets, 1 Predaplant and 1 Starving Venom. I didn't go too hard on maxing out the Super Poly targets in this era because it was mainly for Despia, so it was just great if they're also playing other dark fusion decks or whatnot. So, not bad. Never summoned them. I don't think I ever resolved Super Poly. Next, 3 Albion. Just got banished off Pot of Extrav, all of them, so that kind of sucked. had to go a different route. Yeah, that happened to me once, and all my Mirror Jades were banished in 2 different duels. My pots were bad. I need to, like, do something else. My shuffling, I don't know what it was.
Well, you need prosperity. That's what you need to do.
Nah. I'll take a +1, and I'll take, like, $20 over 300.
Yeah, I feel that. Trust me.
Albion's amazing. You summon it, they have to veil it, you know, Imperm. And then I'm sitting on a 25 body, and, you know, it's good. And it sends Goldenwood, so. Or the Brand of Fusion does. 3 Mirror Jades. Just getting banished all day.
Yeah.
from the pot. Mostly self-inflicted. It's Mirror Jade. Raigeki and Banish send for cost. Get your search, you know.
It's Mirror Jade.
If you don't know what it is now, find out, because it's
what's crazy is this is one of the decks that, you know, everybody's playing. It's like this and Flunder, and it's like I just know the whole. I've never picked them up, touched them, or anything. I just know the whole deck just because everybody's playing it. Which
was crazy. We showed up there, and apparently, I mean, there was a good bit. Like, I don't know how many, maybe 10, 15 or something, and they were all at the bottom tables from what we saw.
Oh wow!
Didn't perform. Yeah, it was just the pure engine, or maybe with a Brave or something. I was seeing them at the bottom tables. I don't know what happened. Maybe I think just everyone's so prepared for them right now because they know it is.
Yeah.
That they're not sneaking in. Like, people are too prepared for them.
Yeah.
The super polys are running rampant. The bells are running rampant. They're just not. It's just not working, I guess. Two Lobelion. You don't always have to recover with this. The Sending the Dark is amazing though. And that's why I play the Heavenly, because you can send that, and I play the Aliber's stuff now. Things I wasn't playing before in my old version. So I have a lot more dark targets. And then this is really good because I ended up getting to make Masquerade.
Nice.
This was a last minute addition. It was the Eldlich fusion. So I did a last minute change. This was last night at like 1 a.m. just BSing with the boys outside, and my boy Brian said, hey, what comes up more? Because we wanted to fit it in. He's like, what comes up more? A mirror match? Which, you know, honestly, I only had 2 today, or time. This came up about 6 times in time.
Really?
Yes, because, I mean, we go into time, you're paying 600 per. Like, I play Flunder,
Yeah.
We did the math, it's 3,000 life points just to get an M-Pin on board. And that's nothing else.
Yeah.
That is a summon, tribute, add back, search. You're 3K down. Like, and you know, you have to deal with that, and like, you're already down. And then time comes up so much more, and it definitely did today, than a Golden Whip mirror match. So this was the MVP.
Nice.
And luckily I didn't banish it when I needed it, because every time I made this was just a problem. And then they don't want to go into a fusion or an Xyz or anything because it's gonna come back out. Monster reborning it, and now you're still paying 6.
Yeah.
It was busted. Like, you're gonna go into time. Like in Yu-Gi-Oh! I love this.
So a side deck.
All
See
right.
what you got under there, man. See what crazy shenanigans.
I don't think it's too crazy. I honestly mix it up every time. I just threw some stuff in. 2 Lava Golem.
Okay.
So this was just a pitch when I went first, because I just put it in anyway, because I didn't know if I was going first or second, so I just kind of threw it in. It's really great with the Sword Soul because they usually just end on 2 synchros. And then I was just playing a lot of combo decks and stuff like that, so it was nice to have the out there negates and stuff like that. And as long as I can make walls and you're taking that K and you can't use it, or you know, whatever, it's just a free clear 2 bodies. People are putting up Therion King Regulus Omni negates. They're putting up the Brave package Omni negates. They're just putting up all these things that like this one card can handle. It can handle both. No one's doing Dragoon, so like, you know, I didn't run Kaiju, so, and no one's usually one body. Like, if you're just setting 1 pass, you're probably not in a good position where this is, you know, irrelevant. I liked it. I don't think I summoned it today, but I liked it. 3 Token Collector.
Gotta have them.
Yeah, this has dual purpose. Like, the Sword Soul matchup isn't too difficult, in my opinion. Especially, I mean, I came from playing that deck, so I know it very well. But it also hits the Brave. So it hits the Brave, and it hits the Sword Soul. So when something hits 2 different engines and 2 decks in 1 card, I'm gonna play it. So I think it was strong in that asset, or in that aspect. Just, it hits 2 different things, 2 meta decks. So 1 card that can take out 2. I'm gonna play it and max it out. New addition, 2 Contact C's.
Okay.
It didn't come up because I didn't play the Despia match, but now that Predaplant's gone, like, what Despia player is playing a Link?
Okay.
And what Link are they playing? So how do you get this off the board? It's an Insect Earth. And all of these are dark, light. So how are you getting it off? So you just, let them sit on this. They can't really play until you're so far in advantage where you can just blow them out.
Right. So
that was the concept behind that. That was the idea. Hasn't been tested, but I don't think they're playing a Link. Hopefully they don't start now, but I think it's good. Because I don't think, yeah, I don't. They're all just running all fusion, so that was the idea behind it.
Hear that?
No
Hear that
application.
here at Pop One, man.
Triple super poly.
Cool.
I think everyone's running it right now.
Yeah.
It's spell speed 4. Like, I was sitting there with an imperm in the same column as it, a golden land forever, like ready, and I can't do anything about it. So I got big Eldlich summoned on me. But yeah, it's super powerful. Free in the mirror. I was afraid of Despia. Like I said, everybody's preparing for it, so they gave me 5 outs for it. If you're playing PK or any other kind of dark deck, something, you know, it definitely comes up. Lights. There was an inspector border on field, and I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh, I'm a super poly. I'm a normal summon super poly, so it answered that so that I could come out on top, because inspector border was pretty rough. I might look into playing that. It was strong. Banshee. I can send this off of the Brand of Fusion. It's a quick effect. For Flunder and Sword Soul, I mean, this is just amazing. Like, they rely so much on that type that, and I didn't have too many answers if you really look at it for Flunder, and they just steal wins. So I wanted to have an answer for Flunder and for just Sword Soul, just extra backup, icing on the cake. Makes Lubellion for free with getting a Zombie World. And then it was really cool because I could do that, and if it wasn't applied or didn't need it, I would play the Zombie World, and then I got free fodder to send off Golden Boy if I needed to. So
yeah.
And then like I got Twin Twistered because you're gonna activate that immediately to try to blow up my back row. He popped my back row, and then like this is still live. Like you can't wait to Twin Twister. You know, it's
right.
It's an odd situation they're stuck in. So it was good. And then I don't see anyone playing this anymore.
The Evenlies.
This card is too good. I don't know what it is. Like, if you're playing the Brave, as long as I, you know, bait out the Griffin, like, you lose your whole board except the token.
Yeah.
And then I was playing my Flunder matchup, and he had everything. Game 3, he's going first, the only undefeated left in the event. Like, with no draws, no nothing. He's the only one. I'm at table 1, and he's got the barrier statue, the map, the town, the everything, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I draw Imperm evenly.
Oh my god.
I go, so I start a main phase, I go pot, draw my 2. So I'm already at like, you know, what, 6, 7 cards at this point, and then I go battle phase, or attempt to enter, and that makes him fire everything off. Even if I didn't have it, bait him. So he goes full combo, he starts doing everything, he summons his Rabina, I Imperm. Well, that stops that, because I couldn't let the Apex Avion come out.
Right.
And that hit him with the evenly. Apparently his back row was important, because he didn't keep the barrier statue, cleared his whole board. I normal summoned Aliber, search Brand of Fusion, GG's.
Jeez,
Set 3
man.
back row, and that's game. Like, this is such a blowout. Like, no one's making Omni negates, like, other than, like, Griffin and, like, Therion, that this is, it's free. If you don't have that Omni negate and people aren't playing it anymore and they're just not expecting it, it's free. I love it. Like, it's so powerful. Like, it just has to be answered. I lose the battle phase, but I'm not trying to kill you. I'm trying to win.
Right.
I'm not trying to kill you that turn. Like, I just need to win. But that was it. Yeah, 2 draws. Yeah, 3rd place.
Show off that deck box, man. Show off the regional deck box.
Yeah, this is the one they've had for, I don't know how long they've been having this one in. But yeah, I hadn't played in a regional since like, I think my last one was 2017 and I got 2nd. So I just haven't got to go to one, you know, Corona and all.
Yeah, it's been a tough time, especially going to games and all that, but
So my first one back, yeah, in about, say 5 years. And so
nice, man, nice.
Yeah, it
that
was
Exo
good.
Sisters match. Sheesh.
This is the 3rd mat I've won in 3 weeks in a row with some version of Eldlich. So
yeah, been going crazy. What is it, like 6 times undefeated at locals so far?
Yeah, I think so. Won the back to duel mat, won the
which we had
Defo.
we couldn't drop the deck profile because of the recent ban list, and you know, it'd just be pointless to drop it because nobody can really play it due to certain cards being you know, booted. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, but I've been doing pretty good. I got a good support system here at Pop One.
Yes, sir.
I mean, shout outs to Plowed, shout out to the Discord. We go over theory. He makes sure I'm taken care of. I get to focus on the game, and I think that's, I mean, I'm getting all these performances, and I think you'll see more of me because, like, I've got a good structure. He believed in me, and it's showing. So
yeah, I gave you a really big pep talk last night. I said, dude, you are the best, man. You know, and that's
sometimes
why.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, man.
So.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy with the team, man. And I'm very happy to have you, dude. And you want any shout outs or anything like that?
Yeah, shout out Cloud, you of course, Pop One podcast. Shout out to Danny, drove me to the ride. We had some good food. We had a good time. Shout outs to Noah. He makes videos as well. Make sure you check him out. He does the Master Duel content and stuff like that. He's doing video editing, stuff like that. Check him out at Mancore. The O is like an X. I'm sure the tags will be in below.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to Brian. Thank you. This saved me all day. Shout out to him. Shout out to Saltwater. Borrowed some cards. There's some deck out ideas. Shout out to Chris. I got cards off him. Probably missing somebody, but everybody at Pandas, the locals down there. Yeah, couldn't have done it without y'all.
We're going crazy, man. We're going crazy. Well, I appreciate you, dude, and congratulations. Definitely made me happy, especially, you know, putting a lot on the line for this team and everything, man. You always come and you always deliver. So I appreciate it, and until next time, guys, I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of Devin coming up, and we'll see you guys again.
All right, pop one off next time.
Yeah, let's go.